This is the Cryovaltherion Interceptor. It is around the difficulty of the VXR28. I wouldn't say it's as difficult as Arachnophobia, but this is still a really difficult interceptor to fold. Anyways, it has 4 air intakes, a color change cockpit, 2 tail fins, landing gear. It has 4 afterburners. And this is a flying model. And it has a landing gear as well. And I'm telling you, this is a very difficult model. You're gonna have to be pretty good to fold it. But let's just get into the flight demonstration, and then I'll show you how to fold it. Alright, this is not an easy model. You're gonna have to be a complete master in order to fold this jet. But anyways, we're just gonna make first a double-sided preliminary fold. I forgot what it's called, but it's the base used in the advanced version of the F-22 by Jason Merrill. But if you know, you should know what that is, and you should be a very skilled folder if you're looking at this tutorial. But if you're not, then I recommend you just stop right now, because this model is not for you. Because trust me, this is a very, very difficult model. But yeah. Just folding that edge to that edge like it just did. Same thing on this side. Unfold that. Same thing here. Fold that to this orientation, and then fold in half from here to here. Then that gives you another center crease. Basically, that you were just folding the other diagonal. Okay, turn it over, then fold this edge right here all the way to this edge. You should have these creases based on the crease pattern you have. Alright, then fold it in half like this, just to confirm the center crease you have there. Alright, unfold it, and then fold these edges right here to this center crease. Alright, unfold that. Unfold the tab. Then you're gonna do the same exact process with this tab up here instead. So just from this, folding from this edge all the way to this edge right here. Oh man, poor pencil. Wait, no. This edge. Sorry guys, I'm silly. Sorry guys, just my mind's playing silly tricks with me, but whatever. I'm just silly like that. But yeah, just repeating the same exact process we did. Alright, unfold that, unfold the tab, and then using these creases that you made right there, you're gonna collapse it in like this. Making sure I have that right. Alright, turn it over. And then using the creases you have on this side, you're just gonna pedal fold it forward. Alright, and then squash fold. Fold it over. Then with this, there should be like a pocket in here. Just gonna fan that open. Then squash fold it like this. Then just fan this pocket open like that. Then flatten it down like that. Alright. And then repeat the same process on this side. Put a finger in there, fan it open, squash it down, fan it open again. Squash it down again. Like that. Okay, Now, the creases I'm gonna make right here, you are really gonna need these creases later, because we're gonna unfold the paper later, and then we're gonna collapse it back in completely. You'll see what I mean later. Alright, same thing on this side, right there. Alright, unfold that. Then petal fold the creases right here, like this. There you go. Alright, and then fold that. Man, it's peaceful without like any background music or such. Just me, you, the origami tutorial, my voice, whatever. But yeah, and the paper. We're just making these creases on all of the sides. Alright, double fold again, like that. Now fold that like this. Then, there should be like two little tabs right there. You're just gonna fold those down, then flatten the model back like that, then fold them back up like that. Alright, and now, oh my god, this will definitely be your favorite step. Okay, be prepared. This might be the most difficult step of the whole entire jet. Alright, you're gonna unfold the paper completely, all the way back to step 1. So then it should look something like that. Now, let me just draw out on the creases that you're gonna fold on, like this. Or actually, why am I saying that? You don't have to draw the creases. I mean, like, if you want to, you can draw the creases, but I'm only doing it so you don't have to. And oh god, I messed up right there. Whoops. Whoopsies. Sorry, just me being silly. I'm just silly like that. Anyways, just drawing out the creases accurately so I can see where to collapse it, and I can tell you guys where to collapse it. Okay. Alright. Those will be the most important creases you'll use to collapse it, so you're just going to collapse it in like this. You're going to use those creases, then pinch them, then slowly just pull it in like that. Then just start to form a shape, and then same thing on the bottom side. You're also gonna have to very slowly collapse it in to get it accurate. But if you get the pre-creases accurate, then it shouldn't be too bad. Alright. They should have like a little mini square right there. If you have that little square right there, then that means you did the right thing. Alright. Now we start it over. And now just make a preliminary fold. But that little square I showed you earlier, when you fold the preliminary fold, make sure that stays out like that. Because that's what you're really gonna need. Alright, this is the main base of the whole plane. I think I might as well just zoom in a bit. Alright, now you're gonna squash fold every single flap you have here. You're gonna squash fold all the flaps like this. Just pick this up, then squash it down. Alright, then repeat the same thing on every single other side on the base. Just removing a kink in there. Alright, then just squash it down like that. Alright, turn it over. Squash down all the other flaps. Alright, fold that over. Now that you have this, you should have all these flaps right here that should look like this when you like open it up like that, but we're not opening it up again. Not like completely though. So okay, we're gonna pedal fold this side up like this. I think this will make either the landing gear or the color change cockpit. And these two little edges right here, those are going to be used to create 2 of the 4 air intakes. Alright, turn it over. Then repeat the same thing, like this. Just try to get that pedal fold accurate. Okay. Now we're gonna make the wings. So just put your finger in this pocket, then just squash it over. Like that. Then repeat the same thing on the other side. Just making sure I got that equal. Alright. Now, in order to fold the tail fins, you're just going to do the same thing, but you'll see what we'll do in a second. But you're not going to fold them like as far up as the tail fins. Or actually, wait. I think it's better if we fold the back canards first. So it should just be like this. Should look like that, and then repeat the same thing on here, on this other side. All right. Now those should be your canards. And then these 2 little tabs right here will form 2 of the 4 afterburners. Now we can make the tail fins. So just pedal fold them up like this to look something like that. But now you're gonna swivel this crease across so it makes the fins more skinnier. And then same thing on the other side. Alright, it should look something like that. And then repeat the same thing on the other side. Alright. Okay, now turn it over, and then we're just gonna make pre-creases for fully forming the canards. Just force this over like that, so it looks something like that. But for now we're gonna keep that unfolded. And these two little tabs right here will form the other two afterburners. Okay, now we're gonna make the cockpit. So we're gonna fold this edge to this intersection right there, this point, like this. And then fold this down like this. So that it looks something like that. Then get this scrap paper out of here. Then flatten it back down like that. Then it should look something like that. Then swivel it back over like that. Then unstrap the scrap paper in there. And then there you go. You should have an extra little tab in there. Then there should be like a little pocket. You're gonna put your pencil or whatever you're using in there and flatten it out. Flatten it out, I meant. And then you're gonna pedal fold this right here using your pencil or whatever you're using like that, and then complete the crease of your hands. Very carefully though, very carefully. All right, fold that back down. And then there you go, that's your cockpit. Okay, turn it over. Oh man, I think I kind of screwed up here. I don't know how I'm gonna form the other two air intakes, but whatever. But we're just gonna form the landing gear, so fold this a bit more up like that. Or like just swivel that whole, swivel all those pieces of paper up. Then just make rabbit folds on these edges. Although you're gonna try and make that track paper go back out. Like that. Or wait, there we go. Okay, then same thing on your side. Although this doesn't want to lay flat, but that'll lay flat later. We're just forming the two bottom pieces of landing gear. Sorry, it just doesn't look right. Sorry, just trying to get this right, because, man, I don't know why this is so difficult for me to do this. Okay, that'll be some of your landing gear. For now, we're gonna flatten that back down until we jet fold the model. Now to form the other piece of landing gear, just do this. Fine that down, crease that up, then pedal fold those in, or just swivel those in. All right, sorry. You're gonna want to try and fold that up a lot more. Then fold it back down, and then form the front piece of landing gear. Okay, now just try to collapse it back in all together. And then just flatten back down the two bottom pieces of landing gear like that. And then repeat the same thing on this side, just properly flatten back down the other two pieces of the, oh wait, no. The other piece of landing gear, my mind, just silly like that. All right, you're almost ready to jet fold, but not just yet. 1 second. We're just standing up the landing gear just for a check on if we did it correctly. And yeah, I think that's correct. Okay, flatten that back down. All right, now we have the tabs that will form our 4 air intakes. So then we are ready to jet fold the model. Just do it carefully and slowly. Making sure the cockpit is correctly flattened. Then fold the wings and canards and tail fins up. And the pre-air intakes. Alright, then fully form the back canards by using those light creases you had from much earlier. Should look something like that. we're really close to finishing the model. Stand the tail fins up. Then deploy the landing gear. I just like to pinch them and then stand them up. Then you have your landing gear. All right, and then to form the 4 air intakes, you're gonna have to roll them up like this. Just roll that in like that. I might as well just zoom back out all the way. But yeah, we're just gonna roll in the air intakes. Alright, so wait, no. We forgot a step. I forgot a step. And unfortunately, this is going to be a very complex one. So, you're going to take the whole entire layer inside there, and then unfold that back out. So, like, this is going to be the most difficult step in the whole entire jet. Sorry, I knew you were thinking you were pretty much finished, but unfortunately you're not. But yeah, you're just poking that out like that. And then once you have it, you're gonna fully flatten back down the model and form it back together. Which is also going to be very tricky. Okay, I am extremely sorry for getting that stuck. I really am. I'm extremely sorry. Alright, but now you can jet fold the model back in, because now you have somewhere to tuck the air intakes into. Alright, stand the tail fins back up. Reform back the landing gear. Alright, now you can roll up the air intakes. But you're gonna tuck that in there like that. Sorry, just trying to roll up the air intakes. But you can design the air intakes however you want to. But for this tutorial, I'm just doing it my way. All right, and then keep that flattened in there for now. And then roll up the other air intake. All right, and then roll up the 2 other air intakes. Okay, now roll open the air intakes with the pencil or whatever you have. By just putting it inside the tab and squashing it partially. And yes, you should have 4 pockets that you can put your pencil into at the front for the 4 air intakes. If you don't, then you probably did something wrong. And now, I don't want to hear people complain to me, "Oh my god, Nick, I don't have 4 things at the front." Like, if this model is just too difficult for you, then just get off just get off my origami content and find something else to watch or follow. Just making sure the air intakes are rolled up in there correctly. Alright, and now for the 4 afterburners, you're just gonna put your pencil inside the tabs that I showed you earlier. And then it's like rolling up the air intakes, but it's different. Alright, you made 2 afterburners, and then make the 2 other at the bottom. Roll it up in there. Fold it there. Open it. Oh god, we are almost finished. Okay, and now as for the locking mechanism, just fold some of the fuselage in. It should still be possible to have a keel so you can hold the plane. And just make sure the afterburners are formed correctly and the air intakes. Make sure the cockpit's in proper position. And there you go. That is pretty much a finished Cryovaltherion. Now, just shape the model till you're satisfied. I was shaping the model till I was satisfied, and this is how it turned out for me. I was using foil paper for this one. But for this was just a finished tutorial plane. You can modify it and just shape it till you're satisfied. But otherwise, that is a finished Cryovaltherion. That took me very long. Holy crap, this is a long tutorial. But yeah, congratulations on folding Cryovaltherion. I hope you enjoy flying, and I hope you have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you. But I wish you the best. All right. Goodbye, you guys. I'll see you in another video.